Hey everybody, welcome back to Project Diablo 2. We are here on the Fury Druid again, and I thought we'd just give a little update on how things have been going. MFing hasn't gone too great. Been mapping, so we're 87. We have 11 points, I think, in Oak Sage now. Life is getting up there. Gear is basically the same. I did start wearing the soul drainers that we had. The physical pierce and the mana leech is actually just the mana leech is nice because there's a handful of enemies that do mana drain and just it's annoying. Still wearing the dungos, still wearing these res. Still have the same charms, I think, more or less. Still only one skiller. Still using the Jalal's main, except I swapped out the jewel for a max damage and something else. Um, Attack rating? Yeah, max damage attack rating, that's what it is. The 54 attack rating, 12 max damage. I just threw that in there because I don't need the topaz anymore. Still using the same amulet. Still using the same fortitude. And let's take a look. Damage. We are at 10k. You might notice I did swap my mercenary. So we're not using the Act 5 mercenary right now. I'm trying out an Act 3 mercenary. And actually, it's really good so far. So we just have them in some pretty basic gear. Blackhorns for a ton of lightning absorb. This is just really nice against like souls and stuff. It's just he has 80 lightning res and 12% lightning absorb. So big lightning damage nukers are just they don't kill him right away, thankfully. We have a spirit shroud. This is the one that I picked this up and slammed it. I don't know if I did that on video or not. We have a blade buckle here. This is just for the faster hit recovery. Alders for the life and run walk. We want something that has at least 40 to 50 run walk speed if we can help it. As much run walk as we can get because we move so quick with our feral rage that we want him to be able to keep up with us. The blood fist again just for the faster hit recovery and for the life. We're using a tempest. It's only a 1 to all skills, but it is the big deal here is that it is faster cast rate plus to all skills, and he does get the energy shield and frost nova when struck, and that energy shield also helps to keep him alive. I don't know the mechanics of exactly how it works because they don't have mana, so I think they just have an effectively infinite amount of mana, so that 16 energy shield just reduces the damage he takes, as far as I know. If it works differently, let me know, but he definitely gets the energy shield bubble, so... And then he's just using a spirit and a heraldic shield. That the all res on it didn't. The all res on the shield is, I believe, either 29 or 30, something really high. And I've re-rolled it a couple times. I want to get the magic absorb at 8%, obviously, but he's been pretty good. This has added a decent chunk of extra cold damage, which is just good for slowing down and then helping kill some physical immunes. And the big thing is the prayer aura. So right now, let's see, he has 1 to all skill, 2 to all skill, 3. Yeah, he's getting 3 to all skills right now. All right, and after a quick little search, they get level 18 prayer. So with 3 extra levels, it is currently giving us 11 life per hit, as well as 62 replenish life. So we're on 11 life per hit with him, and that in combination with us having a 4 frame attack means that even versus physical immunes, we still heal like crazy because we're attacking fast enough that we can keep up with it. There's still a lot of upgrades we could definitely get on this build. A better fortitude, swapping over to a Cerebus, getting some Gore Riders, getting an Annie, and then having the rest of our resistances sorted out, ideally. Let's just run a map real quick here. I guess I can go over the stuff that I have found while I'm effing recently. We did find another Spirit Shroud. We found a Wraith Flight. This one rolled not great, pretty low, but still kind of cool. Some more Trang gloves. We found an Alder's chest piece, some Marowaks, and a Fire Skiller. I'm going to try and trade this Fire Skiller for a Shapeshift Skiller. Let us slam a couple things. I want to slam these, see what we get. We got Poison Pierce. Yeah, not great. This is mostly used for Throw Barb, not for Javazon, right? 3 open socket. That is not 3 open socket. Fire res and max fire res. That's actually sick. That's cool. I'm cool with that. Life steal. Interesting. And the Marowaks. So, I mean, they're only 20 faster run walk, but it's a good amount of strength and it cannot be frozen. So, and they bricked. And they're terrible on top of that. Cool. That's usually how that goes. And I'll try and trade off that Fire Skiller. Just repair the weapon. What's the armor at? 24? That's fine. So we also found a Mal rune. The Jaw rune that we had. I said I might try trading that for an Annie, and I went with something else. But that is less important. We're just going to do some maps. Thinking we can run a Bastion Keep. We can run... I want to re-roll it, but we can run that. We'll roll it as magic for now. Still not super confident in running rare maps, just because there's a lot of mods that can really screw us over right now. Well, we're still getting our contains fetishes. Oh, not a chance. That ain't happening. Nope. Not doing that. That can get right the hell out of here. Not dealing with dolls. Just not happening. And I'm pretty sure the fetishes is referring to dolls, so. And if it isn't, still not worth risking it. Enhanced defense. That's a little annoying, but it's not too bad. What are the other rolls? 3 XP, 15 magic find. Not great, but it's fine.
Hello.
Hello.
Heal up. Obviously, the soul drainers do have that life drain. Once we are in combat, we are getting our healing from the prayer and from our creeper. Here you are. So we're getting the... So this one... Health regen... 96 life regen. So we get 96 life regen from this, 60 some odd from the prayer, plus the other stuff from the rest of our gear. So we're getting this minus 30, but the other bonuses don't apply until we really get in. So we're getting the replenish life here and replenish life here. So we're still... I don't think we have replenish life on anything else. Do we have a little bit on something? Anyways, it's still draining us because of that, but once we get into a map, we don't drain at all. Horizon's Memory. This is one of my favorite maps to run. I like it a lot. Start just stacking up our Feral Rage. being that we are 87 now, we also have no problem hitting most enemies. Our chance to hit 93 with our Fury, so... The Feral Rage accuracy is a little lower, but... And I believe that calculation is taking into account their increased defense that they have right now. We're still hitting just fine, so... So yeah, mapping going very well. It's a very strong mapper, I think. It's very, very survivable. And other than physical immunes, it's very strong. I'm playing around with the idea of a Reaper's Toll Act 2 mercenary. There's quite a few. I would probably go with a Blessed Aim, I think, with an Act 2 Blessed Aim. But I have to get my own survivability sorted out first. For now, going with the Act 3 Mercenary to get the amount of life on attack we have is just very strong. As long as we have a target to attack, we are practically unkillable. Oh, right to the boss, cool. If I'm not mistaken, Fury also has an uninterruptible attack. So as long as we are staying on Fury and holding down our attack, it's not very often that we get put into hit recovery. And, I mean, our hit recovery is not great. But we don't get put into hit recovery very often, so we don't have to worry about it that much. A couple of times I have been stun locked, though, so it is something I'll have to work on, getting our hit recovery up, but... Right now, I'm still on the fence about what I want to save up for and invest in. I think going for an ethereal 4 open socket Bonehew with a good enhanced damage roll is likely what I want to go for next. Because that's going to make the biggest difference in our damage. But also, if I'm going to be going that route, then I have to pick up a Zod to put in it. And if we're putting a Zod in it, then I want to get some good jewels. So I'll want to get some enhanced damage, increased attack speed jewels, which are obviously quite expensive. So maybe I focus on getting some of my other gear sorted out first. But that's the big goal that I want to work towards, is getting a really good Bonehew. So I do think Bonehew is a good choice for the build. Of course, the other option, like I can keep this Act 3 Merc if I wanted, instead of going to a Reaper's Toll Mercenary. I can always just put a Reaper's Toll on my swap. So when I run into physical immunes, I can swap to the Reaper's Toll, do the amp damage, and then swap back. But the Blizzard and his Ice Blast is... I mean, there's a reason why Blizzard Sorceress is so popular. The combination of the crowd control and the amount of damage he outputs is fantastic. And then the prayer on top of that is just... I think this is definitely the best mercenary option. Of course, if we run Reaper's Toll on the offhand, that means we can't run Call to Arms. But Call to Arms is really not as strong as it used to be anyways. Like, it's not percentage bonus to your life and mana anymore. For Battle Order and Battle Command. Obviously getting the plus skills, that's really good, but the life bonus it gives you isn't as impressive as it used to be, and it's not as mandatory as it used to be. As an LOD, it was like, if you wanted to do harder content, you really needed it. If you wanted to do player 8 bail runs, or I guess player 7 bail runs. 8 if you're looking for XP, I suppose. Then sure. You basically can't do it unless you have a CTA for boosting your health up, because you just get one shot otherwise. Yeah, you see we have no problem with maps. We absolutely tear through them without issue. So we can probably start running rare maps, and I can probably start running some white or blue tier 2 maps as well. And there we are. Don't think we got anything too crazy in that map, but let's check the other charms. That's a lot of life, but yeah. Fall of Chaldeum. Has cold immunes that makes our mercenary not very useful. 10 FCR with a 73 life roll is actually kind of cool if we weren't this far into the ladder, but
Evening.
go ahead and prepare that. Can do a Bastion Keep. Let's just go with this one and let's roll it magic.
Good evening.
Poison skill damage, that's fine. Okay, I'm not sure if we have to reset between maps or not, because that used to be a thing. So, better safe than sorry. Let's run another map. Now, this map can have these bats, which can be quite annoying. Thankfully, with the spirit, he doesn't immediately die to the harpies. Getting a lot of T3 maps for some reason. Grand Charm drop back here. Huh. So I like to slam those because I like to check for many open sockets. If you land a crapload of open sockets, they can be a pretty good option for an Act 2 mercenary, especially if you plan on doing bosses and stuff. Because even though they nerfed it, it's still a lot of slows target. Oh, nice. If you don't know what that is, it's a map event. Oh, treasure goblin. So when you hear, when you see this text specifically, a shrieking mischievous laughter pierces your ears. That means you have treasure fallens as a map event, which are treasure goblins. And they drop all sorts of stuff. Mostly, the big thing they do is map materials. That's the big thing. And usually there's a couple of them when you get the event. So on the mini-map, you can see over here, this little mark where we're standing now, that's showing us that that is where Treasure Goblin is, so we want to keep our eyes out on the mini-map for those. Obviously, you can see the map materials take up a lot of room. So we had a boss pack of Temptresses there. I'm pretty sure that's what killed.
Good to see you. What is it?
We'll go empty the inventory real quick while we're here. Garbage.
Impossible.
I think we already have this one, but had the damage roll 254. This one is Guardian. Okay, the one we have rolled better. This is interesting.
Afternoon.
Rubber banding, as per usual. There he is. Oh, Blood Moon map. That's, cows. I thought it used to be a tier 2, though. Guess it's a tier 3 now. So, yeah, a lot of map materials. Physical damage is extra lightning damage? Yeah, that sounds terrible. But we got a Throne of Insanity and a Blood Moon. Hopefully we have one more goblin at least. That would be cool. But yeah, they do, map materials take up a lot of 6 open socket. Don't think I need a 6 open socket base blade. Very nice. We do get one more. Spawn behind us? No. Nothing from the boss. But that's okay, we got other goblins.
I am overburdened. Hello.
Good evening.
At your service.
Alright, I mean, got a decent chunk of XP. Probably around like 12 maps to get to 78. We didn't find anything crazy cool. We got a lot of maps to start running though. And some higher tier maps as well. We got some tier 2 maps to try. These are all tier 3. I don't even recognize all of the maps because they've added so many. So the last time I really played into doing some higher level stuff was back in like season 2, so they've added a lot of new map layouts since then. Perhaps I'll try out some of these tier 2 maps as well. Got a good chunk of orbs though. Saves gold. Alright, I think that's going to do it for this one. That's how the build's going. Farming is coming along. Hopefully we can get some cool stuff. I'm going to keep pushing for maps and pushing for items. And I'll probably do an update on some of the other characters soon as well. I got a bunch of these sanatorium maps that I can't run on this character, so I'll have to go run these on the paladin probably. Or I could do it on the Golemancer as well if I level them up, but I'll probably just go do it on the paladin because that's easier. So I'll probably burn through a couple of those. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and consider subscribing. Catch you all in the next one. Take care.